Hello everyone and welcome back. So do you feel that some parts of you are in inner conflict always? Or do you feel that you have not been able to unstuck some of the parts within you? For example, some people are extrovert, some people are introvert, but can you be extrovert and introvert within? And the answer is yes. So today I'll be doing and explaining you 4 things which are very important for anybody to understand when they really need to reconnect with their self, the true self, and how they can overcome the problems of feeling stuck in their life. So let's get started. And as you know, please, if you like my videos, please do subscribe to my channel, follow me on the Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Please, I would truly appreciate it because so much efforts goes into making such videos and such content. So let's get started. So the question which I wanted to ask you, it's okay to have different parts of you and how you can align them together to move forward in your life. It's okay, some days you have to be an extrovert. It's okay, some days you have to be an introvert, and that is all good. A lot of us people, they end up being into the inner conflict, not realizing that both are fine. Okay, so that's what we are talking all about today. So number one, what you could do whenever you're trying to achieve to your true self, the first thing you could do, be in the present moment. A lot of people understand that present moment is like just you are listening, you are part of something, right? That's not true. Present means that you have to be aware of your own emotions, not the emotions of the people outside. So remember that part, it's very important. So when you become fully present, you have an access to the part of you which is very clear in their part, right? So there's a part in you, let's say part B, which is absolutely clear about who you truly are. So you are able to access that. So that is the good part of it, right? So second one is reconciling with your inner conflict. Now here you have conflict thoughts, right? I do sometimes, my clients had, like, you have inner conflict. It's a very natural occurring thing. But if you start to have too much of inner conflict and not picking up which is good for you or which is aligned with you, then that's an issue. But here what we are talking about, those internal polarities of day and night, right? You start to recognize them or start to see where you feel you're avoiding inner conflict as well. Remember that. So inner conflict is a very powerful tool. You can use it for yourself. Then third one is emotional loops. Now here, what are emotional loops? So emotional loops are basically, if I need to make you understand, it's something like your suppressed emotions. Like, so there are times in your life when you wanted to say something to that some person. That happens to all of us. When they were in a meeting or when they were in the conversation with them, but that did not happen. When you go back home, you start to think about it. I should have done it. I should have said something like. So those are your suppressed emotions. All right. So the emotional loops are usually around suppressed emotions. So start working with them. So in case if you're not able to say to them, just sit in your chair, think about that person is sitting there as an imagination, just say it out. So you need to get it out of your system. Scientifically, it's proven that your emotion stuck within you needs to go out somewhere. Okay, so just say it out, all right? If you didn't like that person, say, I didn't like you. Or if you want to say, oh, I didn't like that part of you. That is very argumentative. Anything you want to say, but do it. Okay, just don't keep it in your physiological or your system, your physical body. That's what I'm saying. The fourth one is how to identify the emotional. Now, this is a very important one. So if you really want to understand what this emotional business is or why you're getting so much of, let's say, overreaction. So many people get stuck with the part of overreaction. Like, have you seen somebody, your family, friends, or like spouse or kids or something? They have a tendency of overreacting to a situation. So what is happening? It's not their fault. They are thinking about a pattern which they had experienced in the past. Okay, so that is what is showing up right now in the form of either anxiety, overreaction, or repeating patterns, right? So whenever you see somebody unnecessarily saying things very loud in the meeting or friends or something. So they're overreacting to a situation which they don't need to. So you can see there could be common signs in them which they have been showing as a pattern. But what they're doing, they're not in the present moment, number one, because they're thinking something from the past popped up, and that's how they are reacting to it now. Okay, so whenever you're trying to get unstuck, right, literally unstuck from any situation, if you can start applying this method, I can tell you it will be very helpful to you, right? This, my method where you have to get into the present moment, reconciling with your inner conflict, emotional loops, suppressed emotions needs to be literally emoted out. Like you have to show that even with an imaginary person. And the last one is your emotional identity, where you are, what are you identifying with it in your present moment. So I think that was helpful to you all, and you start applying it, you will see that everything you're searching outside becomes everything inside, and scientifically it is also proven that. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back again with such videos next week. Till then, you all have a wonderful day.